What's going on, guys? Mr. Domo here, and welcome back to the channel. So I hope everybody's having an awesome day, and today I just wanted to do another unboxing video of graded action figures from Collector Archive Services. So this is considered my second batch from Collector Archive Services. And so today I just got one back. It was a rush order because for me, I considered this as kind of a high-end item, and so I wanted to get it graded as soon as possible and then get here back safely. And so what I got graded is, of course, the Vintage Mattel Masters of the Universe He-Man, and this thing looks so sick. I mean, I've loved the way they displayed it. You know, he's got his battle axe there, he's got his shield, there's He-Man himself, and of course his power sword, and the mini comic that came with you know, the Master of the Universe action figures, which is really nice to have it all displayed just all in one. This is really sick, and I love the way to display. On the back side is the statement of archival, so they actually taped it onto the poly bag here. So let's go ahead, take this outside the poly bag and check out this awesome figure. Alright, so there he is, and this thing this thing is amazing. I mean, dang, this looks so good. So here we have, you know, He-Man and, you know, all his accessories. So he's got his shield, his battle axe, his power sword, and then of course the comic that, you know, came with these action figures back in the day, you know. So it looks amazing. This looks really great, and let me show you the label right here. So this is a 1982 Mattel He-Man Masters of the Universe Series 1 with comic book He-Man, and he received an 85. So overall score was an 86.2, which is really great. I mean, I didn't think an 85 was, I didn't think he was going to get that score. You know, there is kind of like a little bit of, you know, paint rub here and there, and I was just like, okay, you know, he might get maybe an 80, but not an 85. Like, I was really surprised about that. And so, I mean, this thing looks amazing. I'll show you the back right here. It just looks so clean. I mean, this, I mean, every angle, it just looks really great. I love how they display the mini comic there, and you're able to see it, which is really nice. And then of course you have all the accessories, and this is a Taiwan, so you can see, let me show you really quick. So there is power sword, has Taiwan, you know, back of He-Man, it says Taiwan. The battle axe says Taiwan, and then of course the shield says Taiwan. And so the original series were all Taiwan, and you know, back in the day, you know, 1981, 82, or, you know, 82 actually, when this guy was actually released. He was manufactured in 81, but 82 was actually when He-Man started releasing out to, you know, toy stores and everything like that. And so, you know, it's very interesting because obviously he's the first one. Like, this is the original one. He does have the soft head. I made a video before I send them out, and so, like, just showing you guys, you know, how it looks loose before getting them graded. And which is interesting because He-Man was kind of like reissued or re-released back in 1984. But I mean, the accessories were all the same, and of course he did come with the mini comic and everything like that. But there are, I mean, there are a ton of different variations, and, like, you know, the country of origin when it comes to He-Man. I know He-Man and the Master of the Universe action figures were released like in France, Spain, Mexico, India, Brazil, and I believe that which is very interesting is that he was actually going to be released in a kind of like a box, you know, package in Japan by Takara. But it just didn't, it never went through. I don't know why or what happened there, but it was going to be released. And so I know right now, as in the modern, you know, He-Man figures that are being sold right now by Super 7. They are releasing the actual box that He-Man was going to come out, and I got that on pre-order because it's very interesting how, like, you know, it was going to release in that package style, but it never did. And so I you know, I can't wait to see that box. And of course, you know, obviously it's going to have a modern He-Man, but I think the mold and everything like that is the same. But I mean, these different countries, you know, that released He-Man all had like different kind of like slight variations of He-Man. You know, the belt, as you can see right here, it is orange, but I know that one of the countries that was actually yellow. The boots were like a little bit darker, and so there were like little minor details. I think the shield might have had different colors, and then of course, you know, there is like that one crazy like sought out kind of rare He-Man figure with the brown hair, which is kind of like the barbarian version of He-Man. And so like that was released, and those go for like a lot of money. But this is really cool. I love it. I love the way it displayed. This is gonna look really nice, and it's just another edition of having, you know, some retro action figures. You know, back in the day I grew up, you know, having He-Man, and you know, this was like the time when I was a kid and playing with these action figures. And so it is so nice to just have it complete, you know, with the mini comic, because I know you could find a He-Man action figure, like a loose, you know, action figure, but sometimes it's hard to get the comic book that actually went with that figure. I know I see this guy, you know, on eBay or, you know, on Facebook groups being sold and stuff like that, but you know, and if you try to get one packaged, like still on its card back, that is like super rare, and I know they go for like $1,000 or up. So this is really nice. I'm super excited. I love the way this display, and like I said, I love the little extra details that, you know, Collector Archive Services does for their action figures. Like you have that bracket, you know, that goes over his shoulders, and then he's got like a waist back at the waist. He's got another bracket there that's holding him in place, and then down at the foot, you know, he's got another bracket that's actually putting him on, you know, right at the ankle, holding them in place, which is really nice. So you don't really have to worry about this figure getting loose or anything like that. And of course the comic is kind of sliding right there at the edge, and you can see it there. And so I just love it. I love having this display, just, you know, to preserve this, and, you know, just it's really awesome to have it in a collection, you know what I'm saying? So I just want to share that. And of course, you know, he also came with the statement of archival, just showing everything. And of course it's got the Collector Archive Services you know, seal there. But this thing is amazing. It's a real beauty, and I just wanted to share that. This literally just got in. So thanks for watching, guys. Thank you for the support. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe, and I will talk to you in the next video.